Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Living and Loving Life. I'm Susan Kennedy, and I'm broadcasting to you from the Gold Coast in Australia. Just arrived back this morning from San Diego, so I've been there for 5 days, and I got back at 6 o'clock this morning, and it's now 12:30 our time. So really going to enjoy this show. I'm vibrant, full of life, very revitalized after those few days away. So I will be taking a couple of callers very shortly. But first of all, I'd like to just talk a little bit, as I do, about how you can live and love life in a better and more fulfilling way. So always I get my messages just before the show, and I got this message and it was bit by bit. And I go, okay, what's that all about? So it's about balance, integrity, and trust. So in order for you to be happy and live life in a very fulfilling way, it's important for you to maintain balance. So that's to maintain balance in your physical body, in your emotional body, and to be spiritually balanced. So how do you know? How do you know whether you're not in that state of balance? And, every day there's always something, something on the news or something that someone says that can shift you from that place of balance. So the way that you will know is by your feelings, by listening to your body and being able to have that really open communication with yourself. So knowing how your body feels, knowing how you feel emotionally, and really being able to focus on yourself. So many people are shut down from their feelings, and your feelings is the communication. So you really have to focus on that. So when you can know that you're out of balance, well, what do you do then to get back into balance? Now, generally speaking, you're out of balance because somewhere in your life there is a lack of integrity or authenticity. So what does that mean? Well, it means that every day people are going to want something from you, or you're going to be challenged to do something. So it's always about saying, how can I be authentic? How can I be in my integrity? And you'll know by whether something feels light or whether it feels dark. So if you're going to go somewhere, for instance, and you have this feeling of dread, then perhaps it isn't in alignment with your values and with your place of integrity within you. So whenever you're in your own authenticity and you're in your own integrity, generally you will feel light and you will feel expanded. And when you're in that energy, you can then find more balance. So the other thing to remember is to begin to learn how to trust, because when you trust your feelings, when you trust that communication that your body is giving you or that your emotions are giving you, then, and when you can be in your authentic self and really do what's right for you, then you'll find that you'll have much more in your life to celebrate, that things will start to flow in a very divine and beautiful way. And I experience this each and every day when I absolutely follow my trust and follow my guidance. So that's my little tip for you from Spirit this week, is bit by bit. Balance, integrity, and trust. And if you follow that every day and just take each day bit by bit, you'll bring yourself back into balance. You'll find yourself trusting more and more, and you'll have a lot more in your life to celebrate. So life is all about celebration. And now I'm about to take my first caller, who is Kate in Riverdale, Michigan. Hello, Kate. How are you? Hello. Okay, so I can't hear anything at the moment. Kate, are you there? This is live radio or live TV, so I don't have a connection there with Kate.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Okay, hello.
Hi. How are you?
I am very well, thank you. How can I help you today?
Yes, me and my husband had broken up, and we're in our reconciliation phase, and I'm wondering if it's worth the time or not.
Well, absolutely it is. So I know that, and I know that because I just got the immediate yes with myself and with my energy and my body for you. And also, as I always say, I always draw cards before the reading, and I know that this set of cards is for you, because I know that things have not always gone the way you wanted them to. And I know that right now at the moment, even though you've had the reconciliation, my feeling is that you're still pushing him away a little bit.
Well, I was. I'm full on board as of today, so I was just wondering if I'm going to be able to get through to him or not.
Yes. My feeling is yes. So everything I'm seeing is that yes, you will. But he needs to trust. I mean, you need to really show him. Sorry, I just get images as I'm talking. So it's almost as though you're going to really need to get him to see that you are balanced now in what you want. Because, I was just talking about balance, integrity and trust before we came on the line. And you'll come back perhaps and watch this later on the video. Okay. But the outcome card I got for you is showing harmony with relationships. So it's a very, very beautiful card. But what it tells me on the way is that there is, you have to make that choice to commit to yourself as well as to him. Have you been struggling with weight? Could I just ask that question? Have you been struggling with physical things?
Oh, I have a gallbladder issue right now, so yes.
Okay. Because it's as though I was seeing that you need to help him, see that you are committed, that you are. And it feels that you're both going to really go into this new part of your relationship in a very different way. And it's as though it's a brand new life. You're going to get a lot more support from him, but it also requires that you're much more open to him as well. And to speaking up mainly feels like it's a big change with you, because I feel perhaps you haven't always been as open to speaking up. Would that be right?
No. That's correct.
Yes? Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
So, yeah. And it just, everything I'm seeing says you really want a close relationship, but in many ways, you haven't sort of, in a way, been able to know how. So now you're learning how, and it's that energy of it's going to be a brand new, more creative relationship. Are you also looking at moving home?
Yes.
Yeah. So this feels like it's going to be very, very successful. It's going to create a new energy. And the thing with you as well is you need to have more fun in the relationship.
Yeah, we don't really do that.
Yeah. What's your date of birth, Kate, if you don't mind me asking?
It's 9/23 of 80.
Sorry, 9...
23 of 1980.
Okay. So it's 10, 18, 20, 29, 29. So you're all about freedom, by the way. Your life purpose is about finding freedom within relationships and being able to express yourself in a relationship. So to be able to be really free with your, being able to hug, being able to just go forward even when somebody stands back. Because I feel like your husband could potentially also be someone who isn't very good at, he feels to me like the very silent type, hard worker.
Very much so.
Yeah. Works hard is what I'm seeing, but very much keeps a lot to himself. And in a way, the way he expresses his love for you is by doing.
Exactly.
But not as much of the open affection as you would like. So you two have to recreate that together. And interestingly, I've just been in San Diego for a week. I've just created an online relationships course. And at the conference I was at were a whole lot of dating coaches and relationship people. So quite by, not accident, but I was very interested to see how many people are out there helping people with relationships. So I certainly have, so I know that this is something we have to learn how to do. So I know that you will learn how to do that because you're committed to it. And this year, just looking at the number year you're in, this year is all about home for you and reinventing yourself in a way. So it feels like having your home the way you want it. And also...
Yeah, I've been working on that. I've been watching a lot of DIY networks.
Good. Because this will be about that this year. It'll be about creating the place I want to be in. It'll be about reinventing how you see yourself as well. And my feeling is you're getting some hair something done with your hair. I'm getting haircut and recolor and very
Yes.
much, like a restyling and a remodeling so that you feel
Yeah, I'm
really
planning
good
that
in
next
your
week.
body. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, and it feels like it's going to be a huge change that when you do it, you suddenly feel a lot more in today's world, more sassy and in your body. So it feels very beautiful. And I know that you're going to do a lot of work with getting more in touch with that physical side so that the both of you can have that intimacy that you both really want. And, I do see it. It definitely is worth your while. And sometimes I see it and it isn't, but I really feel it is for you too. So I feel that you're going to have a lot of joy. The angel card I draw is signs. So meaning just look out for those signs. And for me, I feel it's feathers for you, that you must see feathers at very appropriate times, just to give you that encouragement that you're on track. Yeah?
Yes, I've been trying really hard. I just don't know how.
Yeah. So you just have to keep holding the faith and know that there are big changes. It comes with speaking up. It comes with expression. And I know that what you're doing this year is really, as I said, reinventing yourself, but being able to ask for what you want. So you have that closeness. And as I said, bring more fun into it. Do you also have animals? Do you have a pet? Do you have a dog?
Yes,
Okay, that was going out then, but so I feel like that reading there is there for you. So go for it, put everything into it, be really open, and I wish you all the very best with it. Okay?
All right, thank you so very much.
That's my pleasure, Kate. Lovely to read for you.
Thank you.
Okay, and now I have Amara in Washington, D.C. Hello, Amara. How are you today?
I'm doing well, but my love life is not good. Would like to know when it's going to get stable.
Okay. All right. Are you dating at the moment?
I am.
Okay. Okay. So let me just tune into this for a little bit.
Yes, and it's not a stable relationship.
Yeah. So my sense is that there is a lot of, I just see what's going on in my mind as I'm talking, and I feel that there's a lot of miscommunication that happens, and that in your instance for you, sometimes you would shut down when there is a miscommunication or when things don't go your way. Do you understand that?
Yes, true.
Yeah. And I'm also having a sense of, is there at some level, there is a feeling that things are not quite balanced in this relationship as well?
Mm-hmm.
So my feeling is that, is this person always in trouble and you feel like you have to help them all the time?
Not really. He just doesn't communicate with me much. So do you think that relationship will work out?
Well, my feeling is it will work out, but it needs a lot of work, because the things that are being shown to me is that there, at some level, it is about communication. It is about the fact that when he doesn't communicate properly, your thing is to turn away and shut down. And right now, it's as though the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. I'm just going to ask something, though. My sense is that this relationship is the precursor to a better one for you, because it's like that what I'm seeing in the relationship is there's very much projections. Whatever's going on with him is going on with you. And somebody needs to change that. Somebody needs to change the way that you communicate together. And my feeling is that it will get too hard for him, because I feel that he just doesn't have the capacity. This is where I was seeing it's like something's out of balance. I feel you must either be a lot more spiritually aware of yourself or done a lot more work, but you still have some to do. So this is about you being courageous enough to stand up and being able to speak up for what you need. and it's the time is right for you to really become the powerful woman that you are. So my feeling is that you're afraid to really be yourself in this relationship. Does that make sense for you?
Yes, it's very true.
So what I'm seeing is that you need to be able to be yourself, and then you can see if that relationship has got a chance. Because this will carry on to the next relationship if you don't stand up. Now, at the moment, what I'm seeing is that when I look at the two of you together, you're very much back to back. You're not being open with each other. You're not being in your full sense of yourself. So you have to lead. You have to do that. Will it work out? It's got every potential to. Let me just see. Yeah, my whole feeling is it's going to change anyway. So I can't really tell you right now whether it will be with this person or not. But what I know is that you will change, that you're in that time of real transition and change where you're not going to put up anymore with not being you. It feels like you've been treading on eggshells for too long, not just in this relationship, but in other ones.
Right. True.
Yeah, so this is about you now returning to your faith in a way. It's like you have to shine your light and you have to step into who you are, and you have to really trust in yourself to speak up when things don't go the way you want them to. Because at the moment what I see is it's almost as though I shut down and turn away instead of saying, hey, this is the kind of relationship I want. What is it that you want? And I'm not sure that that's happening at the moment.
No, because I'm afraid if I'll say something, I will lose him. And that's what happens. If I say something and he just runs away.
Yeah. So the thing is, in a way, you've already lost because you're not speaking up. So the minute that you start to speak up, you become authentic. Now, it will either stay or it won't, but the way you are at the moment, it's not working for you and it's not really working for him. Because when you don't speak up, at some level, he will sense that. So this is about you. In this time, I'm seeing it's the time for you to really come into your power as a woman, to really find your measure and to know that you have to have a relationship that is on equal terms, that gives you what you need. And you are a lot more valuable than what you believe. So this is all conditioning from the past. So the angel card I get for you is divine timing. So it means the time, and I get that in another part of the reading too. So I also get this other card, which is ripeness, which tells me that the time is right for you to really step into yourself. And I feel that once you do that, your life will change dramatically. I actually don't feel it will be with this person, and I feel that you will find somebody else very quickly because you're stepping into who you really are. So your biggest fear is that you're going to be alone. Yeah?
Yes. When do you see the other man coming into my life?
The minute that you step up and take your power and start to do what's right for you. So this is all about you saying no to what's not working and yes to you. So it feels within the next 3 months. And, my sense is that you have to let go of what's not working, but it's not about trying to change your partner. It's about you stepping into who you are. And that if he can't stay in the kitchen, if it's too hot for him, and it's getting hot here because I'm reading and my energy's up, but if he can't stay and meet you where you are, then that relationship was never going anywhere anyway. And my sense is that very quickly you will get the right person for you. So this is because you're going to be more courageous about asking for what you want. Does that make sense for you?
It does. It does.
Yeah, yeah. And, you're a beautiful woman with a lot of talents and a lot of gifts. So am I saying your name correctly when I say Amara?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I did Latin at school, and it's a version of amo amas, and amore is all about love. So you're here to learn about love and how to love. Now, what's your date of birth, Amara?
My date of birth is July 8th, 1970. 9.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just adding up. So again, like the lady before me, you're here to learn about freedom in relationships. It's always the same theme when I read on any given day. So you have a number 5 as your number, ultimately in numerology. So you're here to learn how to find freedom within relationships. The only way you are free in relationships is when you are free to be authentic and be yourself. So you are also here to learn about speaking up. So you have 4 and 1. So the 4 is about not being trapped, not being boxed into what you think somebody else wants you to be. And in a way, you have allowed other people, other men in your life to really dominate you. And at some level, you are afraid of, you're afraid of men at some level. So this would be very important, again, for you to do some learning about how to be in relationship. Again, I do have an online course that you can message me at my Facebook page, which is Susan Kennedy Medium. It's a really great course that I do 6 Skype calls with you to help you through how to be really authentic and how to be you. But in this, in your life path, you're really here to learn to let go of perfectionism and to be a leader and to find freedom. So if I look at the year you're in, 2 7s are 14, plus 1 is 15. So you're in a year this year where you have to really step into yourself. You're in a number 7 year, which is where we often question what our purpose is. So I feel that you have a strong spiritual calling. Would I be correct there?
That is correct.
Yeah. So this feels important for you to follow that. That at some level, if this is incongruent with the relationship you're in, this is your time to step up and say, no, my spirituality and my faith are important to me, and I need to follow what is right for me. Because basically, I feel that you're either here as a healer or someone that is going to work with other people to give them strength and courage. This is part of what you're here for.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just excuse me for a moment. I just have to get a tissue. This is live radio, and I am just very, very hot. So it's just really, really warm here. Yeah. So what work do you do, Amara? What's your work?
I am in kind of admin work.
Admin work, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you're bored.
Oh my God, you know everything.
Yeah. So this is your time. You need some spice in your life, is what I was just saying. It's like I've got a sandwich and I need to put salt and pepper on it. I need to spice my life up. So this is a time where you're going to do a lot more learning. This year it'll seem for you maybe that you don't know where you're going, but in this year you're really going to find your spiritual purpose. I know you're here to help people. I know you're here to do some great work. So this is very much a year for that. Really strong energy of you in your power and really standing firm. And you can do anything once you decide to. There's a strong superwoman energy inside of you. So you don't need a man to help you, but you need to love yourself first, and then you will find someone that can be your equal and your partner. And again, someone that is on the same level as you, that has that same thirst for knowledge that you have, and someone that will really, you want commitment. So I know that you want to be married again, and I do feel that will come. Yeah, so I just saw the wedding bells when I was talking. So I know that will come. How old are you, if I could ask? I'm not good at mental arithmetic.
37.
Okay. Yeah, so you will, by 40, I'm seeing that will all be what you want. But really you have to know that this is a time for you to really sort out what you want, who you are, so that you can have that life and you don't repeat mistakes that you've made before. So don't play small, okay?
All right. So when do you actually see me getting married?
Look, what I'm seeing is I have to say this, Samara, when I read, I sort of don't believe anything's set in stone. I know it's before 40. This is all now up to you. It's up to you to do the work. So it's up to you to step into your power, to be open to the right kind of relationship. You must also want a child as well. Is that correct?
Yes, I would love to have a child.
Yeah. So my feeling is it's within 18 months. So you have to get your skates on, okay? You have to start now. You have to step up. You have to be that person that you're really meant to be. Stop treading on eggshells. Put it out there of what you want and go for the person that you want to be with. Don't mess around anymore is the message for you. Okay? And it's all about the timing is right. So, if you're with someone that's not committed, don't hang around. This is your time to really, but the main way that you will find this relationship is by being you. No messing around, no being a version of you. Go for what you want. There's plenty of dating advice out there. There's plenty of ways to meet people. So my feeling is that you're a great networker anyway. My sense is you'll meet someone either through your work or through some sort of networking meetup or something like that, and that you're going to find someone who is on your level. And that's come in a few times. So for some reason, whoever you're with at the moment just feels like you're not on the same level. It's, whether it's physical or emotional, but there's something there that's not right with it. So I hope that helps you.
Yes, definitely. Any other thing that you see for me that you want to tell me, any advice?
Look, we're about running out of time. The biggest thing I want to see for you is do some study of some sort. It's that you have to do some other learning, whatever that is, however it is, go do what comes to you. So if something pops its head up, you're online and something comes, do it, because it's a time for you to really learn about who you are and really step into yourself. But it's all there for you, okay? So I have to go because we've only got a few seconds left. Wish you well, and thanks again for coming on. And if you'd like to, come onto my Facebook page, Susan Kennedy Medium, maybe leave a review or do a like so we can stay in touch. Love to hear how it goes for you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So there we have it. That's the end of the show. Only probably got 10 seconds left, so I'm going to leave it with, if you'd like a full-on reading, message me at Susan Kennedy Medium on Facebook. Remember, to live, you need balance, integrity and trust. And when you can have those things in your everyday life, you'll have so much to celebrate. It's all about you. It's all about being authentic, all about finding your balance. Lots of love, and see you here on the airwaves and on Psychic TV next week.